You are warmly welcome to our podcast on promoting employment in Ghana. And this is actually our job and career fair series. And why employment? I'm sure you are asking. For many national governments, employment promotion is a critical issue. And for Ghana, we think that for us, employment is actually an issue of national security. Why do we say that? For our teaming youth, it is about promoting the economic well-being. We are looking at economic empowerment. How can we secure the future of all these individuals who are onto the job market looking for jobs? And so we are coming to you live today from the Ghanaian-European Centre for Jobs, Migration and Development. We are on the Starlet 91 Road, Accra, next to the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations. So today for our podcast, we have some interesting and exciting activities and look forward to it. And so we're talking about our Career and Migration Fair 2023. And that is one of the biggest and most exciting and attractive events at GIZ Ghana. And we know that many of you are well aware of this program. And so today we are going to delve deeper into it. Just pause, just sit, be attentive, and then let's delve deeper into these issues. And so today I have some experts here in the room, and I'm going to introduce them. Now, what are we discussing today? We are going to talk about how the Ghanaian-European Centre has been using these job and career fairs to promote employment for Ghanaians. And we're looking at the impact and results so far. So let me just introduce my guests in the house. You're warmly welcome.
Thank you.
Well, so I have here for today Mr. Michael Kwekuyebua. He's the component manager at the Centre for Migration and Development, GIZ Ghana. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Yebua. Then we have Mrs. Marigold Jemfi Domfe. She is the technical advisor and the gender focal person at the Sustainable Economic Development Cluster, also with the Centers for Migration and Development at GIZ Ghana. You're warmly welcome, Marigold. Okay, and I am your host. My name is Patricia Abamensa. I'm a communication specialist also at GIZ Ghana, serving at the Sustainable Economic Development Sector. All right, you're warmly welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I am going to start, since you are to my immediate right, let me start with you. Can you tell us about the job fairs of the Ghanaian-European Centre? What have you been doing so far? How many years have you been doing this?
Okay, thank you, Patricia. The job fairs have been our flagship program since inception of the Centre 2017. The program has been taking place for the past, I would say, 5 years under the sponsorship of the German Ministry for Economic Cooperation and implemented under the GIZ Ghana. Over the years, we have done this not only in Accra, but also in Sunyani, in Kumasi, and Tamale, with significant patronage, I must say. It has indeed become the flagship program as far as employment promotion is concerned in Ghana. And it is on the heels of this that we're hoping on the 29th of November, the Career and Migration Fair at the UPSA will be as exciting as the previous editions.
Awesome. Okay, that's exciting to know. All right, Marigold, let me come to you as well. Now, for this, these fairs that you've been hosting or organizing, what are some of the results? I'm sure that a lot of people will troop in there because it's about jobs, you know. And so I believe that you've been having this for 5 years now. You might have some results and impacts. Can you share some with us?
Thank you very much. Well, for some impactful results we've achieved over the years since 2019, we can boldly and proudly talk of close to 17,000 participants who have been throughout the fair, and then also having close to about 50% of these numbers being females participating in the fairs. The exciting bit is the fact that we've been able to place into employment about 2,000 of such participants participating since 2019 to the very last one that we had in 2022. So it's been very exciting for us, and we've been able to showcase close to 2,000 vacancies and still counting. So this year we're looking much forward to showcase a lot more of the opportunities available in and out of the country to participants who will be there for this year's fair as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I think then definitely we have a lot of participants who would want to chip in there, because it's all about, creating opportunities for them. What other impacts or results would you like to add on? Are there other impacts that maybe Marigold didn't mention? I am looking for individual stories, for instance. So what other results have you secured or achieved so far?
Okay, so as we did say, beyond the career and migration fair, or the job fairs as we've been doing over the years, significant impact by way of employment promotion, significant impact by way of career guidance and coaching for tertiary students to complement their capacity building for employment opportunities, not only in Ghana but across. Significant impact by way of stakeholder capacity building as far as these job fairs are concerned. You will realize that now schools in the country, even some companies are also doing job fairs. These are some of the impacts we've made. Directly with reference to employment promotion, yes, again, significant impact. Individuals across board. Names can be mentioned, and a lot of names of people who have jobs, who sometimes meet you either on the streets or somewhere and tell you, hey, I got a job out of your job fair, and that was a good thing. Yeah. So these are some of the impacts and real life changing experiences we have witnessed out of the job fairs.
That's good to know. Okay,
yeah.
Marigold.
Just to add to what my colleague said, I happened to meet someone just last week, and she was very happy to let me know that she's excited for us seeing the adverts for this year's event, and she's a success story to the edition we had last year, the Tamale edition. She participated in Tamale, and that was when she got to know a lot more about GIZ, and then she applied for a role in GIZ, and she can proudly say that she's now a GIZ staff, and that was very heartwarming for us. So yeah, there are lots of success stories out there.
So I'm sure Marigold and Kweku, you are there doing your job. You think that, hey, this is something that we have to do. But then, of course, you are touching lives, but you do not know who would come up to you one day and say that, hey, this is what you've done for me.
Exactly.
This is a great job you are doing.
Thank
Kudos.
you.
All right, Marigold, just to follow up on this, and for this year, I'm really looking forward to this year's event. And what is the theme for this year, and what inspired it?
Okay, so the theme for this year's Ghana Career and Migration Fair 2023 is on exploring local and global opportunities, where we seek to throw more insights on labor migration or labor mobility, educational migration or study abroad, and then also to present scholarship opportunities out there, because we'll be having experts in the field coming in from EU, from other European countries, flying down to Ghana to present to our teeming youth these opportunities available that they can tap into. So we are proud of this year's theme, exploring local and global opportunities.
Okay, and you, just to follow up on this, you talked about dignitaries. Would you want to shed light on who is actually gracing the occasion?
We are super excited to welcome on the day the Minister for Employment and Labor Relations, Honorable Ignatius Bafo Ewa, and then again the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Yao Ose Educhum. Also gracing the occasion for us is the GIZ Ghana Country Director, Dr. Jack Asman, as well as representation from the EU, the European Union, and then from the German Embassy, representation from the Embassy as well. So these are some of the dignitaries that will grace the occasion.
Oh, if you have all these dignitaries in the room, then definitely it means that it's a must be or must participate. Let me come to Kweku. So Kweku, Marigold has talked about your inspiration for choosing this theme.
Yeah.
Now, I know that the center used to be the Ghanaian-German Centre, and it's moved to Ghanaian-European Centre. And the previous job fairs, you also call them job fairs, but now it's career and migration fair. What was also in terms of your inspiration for choosing this theme for this year?
Okay, so for this year, our focus has been to explore the opportunities that migration brings to the people. And so the center being a center for largely a 360 degrees migration advisory service provision, is focusing more on exploring the opportunities that regular migration brings. And this includes not only transnational migration into the EU, Germany, and so on, but also regional migration. Here we are talking about opportunities that migration brings within the ECOWAS sub-region, within the African region. Talk has been made of the AFTA. What are the opportunities that AFTA brings to the Ghanaian job seeker? And these are some of the opportunities we are trying to make available on the 29th. My colleague had made mention of some of the stakeholders here in Ghana who are coming around. It is important to also note that we are bringing employment promotion experts from Germany. We are bringing other experts within the EU, including industry players. And I can mention to you Dr. Michael Blank, who was the former director here for the AHK. And now in Germany, he is coming on the 29th for the event. And so you can appreciate the extent of knowledge and industry expertise that is going to be shared on the 29th, for which it is going to be a major opportunity for participants, and especially those who are looking to explore opportunities outside the country.
Thank you, both gentleman and lady. Okay, viewers, if you just joined us, this is our podcast on promoting employment in Ghana. And we are specifically talking about the 2023 Career and Migration Fair. And you heard 29th, right? So on 29th, you have to join us. We will give you more details on where it's all happening or where it's all taking place. Now, you just joined us. Today, we are delving deeper into employment issues in Ghana and what the Ghanaian-European Centre is doing. So this podcast is actually coming to you live from the Ghanaian-European Centre. Now, let's go back to our panelists. Today, we have here Mr. Michael Kweku. He is actually the component manager at the centre. We also have here Madame Marigold Domfe-Jimfi. She is also a gender focal person and a technical advisor, also serving at the Sustainable Economic Development Cluster. Welcome once again. All right, so now let's go back to other discussions. I think we touched on participants. Mr. Kweku, I just want us to talk about what participants should expect when they get to the Career and Migration Fair. What is in it for participants? What should they expect?
Okay, so the program is scheduled in phases. There is going to be the opening phase, which involves the various information sharing by stakeholders. The VIP mention has been made of the Honorable Minister of Employment and Labour. There's going to be representation from the German Embassy. There's going to be representation from the Ministry of Education. The Honorable Minister is coming. But also, there is going to be a panel discussion by experts, industry experts, okay, sharing ideas as to opportunities that are available not only in Ghana, not only within the sub-region, but also across, and how the average Ghanaian who is seeking for capacity building and employment opportunity can take advantage of these opportunities. So yes, beyond the breakout session and the panel discussion is also going to be a greater information session, which is going to be handled by the EU on educational opportunities within the EU, largely around the Erasmus program, beyond others. So Campus France, yes, is coming. The DAAD, which is also the German academic exchange program, is going to be there. Then we have the job fair itself, sorry. So this time around we have about 30 to 40 companies that are coming with employable opportunities. So you want to come there with a prepared CV. There is going to be career guidance opportunity, yes. The employment agency in Germany is having 2 representatives sent down to come and advise job seekers on the international scene. I have also made mention of the fact that we have representation from Campus France and so on. So you are looking at a broader EU opportunity and information exchange to build the capacity of patrons, and that is why it's very important and exciting for you to be there on the 29th and be there as early as possible to be able to take advantage of whatever information there is going to be shared.
Awesome. Okay, Marigold, let's come to you. Now, I just want us to, we've talked about 29th, but where is this happening? What is the venue? What time do participants have to get there? And since it's actually supposed to be a sort of a session, a platform for individuals to, to access opportunities, is there a registration fee, or how do participants register?
Thank you. So the event will take place at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, the UPSA.
Oh.
Yes, and the start time is 9 a.m. prompt. So like my colleague mentioned, you need to be there on time to book a seat. And then again, the date is the November 29th, which is a Wednesday. Registration has started. It's ongoing. We have close to 2,000 registering already.
Already?
Yes. So, and registration is free. Participation is absolutely free. And everything we do, the services we provide at the Ghanaian-European Centre is free of charge. And therefore, you only have to visit our social media handle platforms, GIZ Ghana on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on X, and then also the Ghanaian-European Centre on Facebook. We have the registration link boldly put up there that you can register for free and participate for free.
Thank you. Michael, you spoke about participants in terms of the industry players that are going to be there. I just want to know, I know that usually for the center, you also have some partners that you collaborate with. Who are your partners for this fair?
Okay, so the center has had a benefit of partnership of the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. The Labor Department of the Ministry has been a key partner in undertaking this exercise. Some of our stakeholders are also the YEA, Youth Employment Agency, which is going to be present on the day. You can make mention also of the AHK, which is the German Chamber of Commerce, among others, I will say. And so it's a collection of industry players within the employment promotion, regular migration industry. You cannot leave out the IOM and its various agencies, including civil society organizations, which are also providing some services in regular migration sphere. The EU is coming with the full force of the various educational promotion agencies within the Commission's member states. And so you can appreciate the level of participation and the need for our compatriots to come and explore the opportunities available.
This is definitely a must attend.
Yes.
All right, Marigold. So Kweku has talked about the political partner that you have and other partners that are actually participating in this. Now, as a center, the Ghanaian-European Centre, you have a political partner, you support the government of Ghana's efforts. Now, in terms of your cooperation with the government of Ghana, for instance, what do you specifically seek to achieve from this job fair in terms of your cooperation with the government of Ghana? Are there some objectives or some development objectives, let me put it that way, that you seek to achieve from this job fair?
Okay, so having the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations and its Labor Department as our political partners, also stakeholders within for this migration and career fair, we seek to, again, build the capacity of such parties involved to take up the issue of presenting opportunities to the unemployed youth out there. So talk about the Labour Department, they have the Public Employment Centre, the PECs, where job seekers walk in to make inquiries on opportunities out there. And this is something we try to help the ministry to actually expand some of these services to the unemployed youth out there. Through the fair, we again would want to see more of migration or regular migration advice being handled by the PECs, providing these opportunities that are available within the EU space for those interested and are skilled enough and would want to explore the opportunities available beyond the borders of Ghana, the sub-region, and then EU at large. So we're looking forward to strengthening the capacity building sessions that we've had with our partner, and then also to see how best we can reduce the rate of unemployment within the Ghanaian economy.
Thank you, Marigold. So from what you said, I can actually deduce that you're looking at the sustainability component.
Exactly.
What is the exit strategy? What is the succession plan in terms of the work that you're doing, and how does it empower the partners that you have so that they can in turn discharge their duties effectively?
Exactly.
This is good cooperation then. All right. So viewers, you have heard it all. We are talking today about the Career and Migration Fair 2023. And we've talked so much about the work of the Ghanaian-European Centre with respect to this job fair. I want us to delve deeper into the work of the centre. I'm sure this is not all. So if you just joined us, this is the podcast on promoting employment in Ghana. And we're looking at the job and career fair fairs that we've been having, as in organized by the GEC. If you just joined us, yes, you're warmly welcome. All right. Kweku, let's talk about the GEC. Now, what is the work of the GEC? What does it entail? What exactly do you do? I know we've been talking about the career and migration fairs, but what else do you do in terms of your mandate?
Okay, thank you again. The GEC, or the Ghanaian-European Centre, is an extended version of the Ghanaian-German Centre, as you might have known. The centre is commissioned or was funded or is being funded by the German government or German Development Corporation support to the government of Ghana. We provide largely advisory services in the area of employment promotion erstwhile, but now we are focusing largely on regular migration advice, trying to explore the advantages that come with regular migration. We are providing reintegration support services for our people who return from abroad, and here I'm talking not just the EU and Germany, but also across the world. We have provided over 75,000 opportunities for Ghanaians who are not only looking for a job but are seeking to start their own businesses, capacity building for people who have small businesses, including skills training for some of our people who are returning from the Gulf countries, mostly in the vocational and technical areas. Yes, so the focus of the center has been largely in the area of regular migration advisory services across board, both departure, return, and so on. We're also doing MHPSS support services for returning Ghanaians, but also largely capacity building support for the ministry. So we are supporting the ministry's Labour Department, for instance, in its advisory services to private employment agencies, in its service to people who are looking for jobs, not only in Accra, but across the country. There are well over 64 offices of the Labour Department. So you can see a much more extended service for the center, and this is as a result of the extended support we are getting from the EU since start of this year, and hence the Ghanaian-European Centre. So we are providing this extended service as a result of the co-funding support we are getting from the European Union.
All right. Okay. So at this point, I think that we have talked a lot about the center. We've talked about the career and migration fairs. Now, I just would want you to tell us your final words in terms of participation in the job fair or general words that you have for our viewers. So I'll start with you, Marigold.
All right. Thank you for this opportunity once again. There's a favorite quote by the CEO of the software company and then the owner of the Time magazine, Mark Russell Benioff, which says that acquiring the right talent is the most important key to growth. And therefore, as the Ghanaian-European Centre seeks to invest in our teaming youth, presenting opportunities in varied forms through the job fairs and then technical skills training, vocational skills training, and career guidance sessions, I expect that the teaming youth out there should take this great opportunity, and then also skilled professionals out there, I would say, should come on the 29th of November to the UPSA to participate, to rediscover themselves, because there are a lot of skills mismatch out there. People settle for just anything, irrespective of their skill set or their qualifications. So I would urge all to come on the day, participate, rediscover, and then also network, connect, and advance your career. So I would say, tell a friend to come and rediscover him or herself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, on my part, I think number one is to thank our partners, the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations, the European Union, of course, the German development support to the country, but also to urge participants to try and register for the fair and to come and explore the opportunities, as my colleague said. Again, the services we offer are free, largely, you don't pay for it. But these are highly skilled people who are coming to share their expertise. It comes at huge cost, and therefore getting the opportunity to benefit from it at no cost should be a major motivation for the average, not only the job seeker, but also a professional who is seeking capacity building opportunities to come and tap into. That will be my last word.
Okay.
And to welcome everybody to the fair. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You've heard it all. And I like the theme that you chose for this year. We are going to do a short, slogan, or it's a catchphrase, let me put it that way. So we'll do that together. But before then, I'd like to just sign off. Okay. So listeners, you've heard it all. For today, my guests were Mr. Michael Kwekuyebua. He is a component manager at GIZ Ghana, the Centre for Migration and Development at GIZ Ghana. And we also had Mrs. Marigold Jemfi Dumfe. She's also a technical advisor and a gender focal person at GIZ Ghana. We're looking at the Sustainable Economic Development cluster. All right, and my name is Patricia Bamensa. I'm also a communication specialist at GIZ Ghana. Now, we're going to do our slogan, which is when I say, my dear panelists, or guests, we are going to do this together. So if I say Ghana Career Migration Fair 2023, and then we all respond, exploring local and global opportunities. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. So Ghana Career and Migration Fair 2023, exploring local and global opportunities. Thank you so much for viewing. It's bye for now.